Okay, here's another dream. I think I had this dream 2 years ago, roughly 2 years ago. And at the same time I had this dream, my wife had a weird dream at the same time, and we kind of compared notes that morning when we woke up. My dream, I was driving down a road not too far away from our house in a van, and I had my middle kid with us, and I'm not sure how old he was at the time, but right now he's 16, and he's driving, and not by himself yet. That's coming in a few months. But we were driving along. I was at the wheel, and I knew that we were heading south on this road. And I looked in the distance, and I saw an airliner falling out of the sky. And I don't mean this thing was coasting in. I mean it was dropping like a rock. And I couldn't even believe what I was seeing. It's just something that just doesn't even register. It just, never having seen something like that before, my mind just couldn't grasp it. It was nondescript. There were no markings, no nothing on it. And I'm not saying, guys, that that's really the way this thing is. It's just sometimes in dreams, I see the things that are important, and the things that are not important, they're not even there. So it's kind of like a mannequin compared to a person, okay? The thing was falling, and it hit the ground, and it was in a farmer's field, maybe 300 yards off the road. And it was way ahead of us, so we were accelerating because I don't know if I expected to find anybody alive or not, but we drove up there as fast as we could. We just slid off to the side of the road, parked, got out, and started running. Just before we got there, probably 2 other vehicles pulled up. People got out and were running toward it across the field just like we were. We were hoping we were going to find people alive and maybe be able to rescue them. Because, you hear about that sometimes, where even though a plane falls and, most of the people die, sometimes you hear about babies, little kids, one person, two people surviving. So we wanted to see what we could find as fast as possible so we could, deliver aid and rescue anyone who was there. Well, as we were probably halfway to the crashed plane, which the wings were just collapsed onto the ground, broken, the fuselage was just cracked in a few places. It was just destroyed. But it was all there. It didn't explode. There was no fire. As that thing had already hit, and we were halfway to it, I would say probably a half mile past it, and just a little further south, another plane was falling. We saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? It really started to grip us. What is happening? This isn't some localized thing. This is some big thing is happening, some event. And the other plane fell, and it hit the ground too. You could hear it. The thud was just, it was gross. Then I woke up. So that's it. I don't know if it was an EMP, coronal mass ejection from the sun. I don't know if it had something to do with the magnetic field of the Earth rotating and changing, or what. I don't know. It was a polar shift. I don't know what it was. I just know what I saw, and I can think of a few different reasons for why it would be possible. I don't know. So, thanks for watching, and God bless.